hello, hello. How are you? I know it's been a bit. I am back officially from my trip. Feels good to be home. I was, as most of you know, I think I mentioned it, that I was taking a 8-day cruise. So I started in Barcelona and cruised along. Well, first we went to Tunisia, north of Africa, and then the western portion of Italy, Marseille or France, and then back to Barcelona. So it was really neat. I will definitely do a separate video on the pros and cons of a cruise. I would have loved to find a video like that, preparing for my vacation. Um, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you a cruise person or not? Let me know your thoughts there. But lots of good for sure. And the one thing I did notice about myself, so I learned a lot on this trip, but I am not a big fan of a lot of crowds. So I will say the ship kind of felt like being at a casino in Vegas. So for me, I need a little more down, quiet time, nature, that kind of thing. So luckily, each port day, I did get out to do some exploring and walking. I got to see the island of Capri, which was heavenly. If you haven't been there, I say put it on your list. Um, but with that being said, I'm going to sum up the last couple readings that I did to catch up. There are a couple quotes that I really want to share that I think are great for our daily mindset, kind of the L daily messages that I love to share with you all. And then we'll kind of sum it up there. So we'll keep it under 8 to 10 minutes today. But let's start with the quotes. So I have two quotes I want to share. The first one being very simple. Success seems to be connected to action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't give up. So I am sure if you're here on this channel, you have been one to make mistakes, which is a beautiful thing because I think through every mistake, it helps us to grow, evolve, become a better version of ourselves. So I never fear those mistakes. I fear not learning from them. That's the biggest thing for me is like, you know what, if I can make a mistake, great, just learn from it. So that's the first quote. And the second quote that I really liked, but I have a little oxymoron with it, so I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. Strength and growth come from continuous effort and struggle. So I think effort, yes. Struggle, I think when you're doing what you love, it's not necessarily a struggle. And when I think about it, if you're finding that you're putting in a ton of effort and there's more struggle than gain, is it worth it? I know there's certain situations we need to look at it and really evaluate because obviously people that are working out and they're putting in that effort, they know there may be some struggle with it. But can you look at it for me? I know a struggle for me is going to the gym because I do not like the gym. I'd much rather work out outside. So in the summer months of Minnesota in the spring, I love to get outdoors, whether it's walking, biking, hiking, and it doesn't feel like a struggle. There's effort, but there's not really any struggle. So that's maybe more the message. It's like when you're doing something that you love, same thing for relationships. I think about this. A lot of times people say relationships are work, and I'm like, yeah, they are work. But when you're with the right person and you're both putting in effort because you want to put in effort and you love that person, whether it's a friendship or maybe you're a parent and you're making effort for your kids, it doesn't feel like a struggle when you're doing it because you want to do it. So I think that's for me too. When I find my future person, I think I will love to put in that effort because I love them so much that the effort is worth it. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on that whole thing. So it's Napoleon Hill that says it. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe that you have to put in effort? I believe effort's necessary, but I don't think struggle is. So that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, the cards that I picked for our surrender, like what do we need to surrender to? The first one was fear, which I thought was definitely true for me being away with the trip. I had a few fearful moments or things that were just a little bit of a challenge that really challenged me to grow. And I had to push through those fearful moments, not to the point where I wasn't safe, but there were a couple days that I almost brought myself to tears of just feeling frustrated and scared. And that maybe did feel like a struggle those days, but that's where I was like, at this point, I'm just going to get back to the ship. I'm not feeling it today. I was by myself. I didn't go on an excursion, and I just didn't feel safe and good. And I'm like, why am I doing this? I don't need to do this just because I think I have to explore the city. So, yeah, I just listened to my gut and I went back to the ship. I put my swimsuit on and laid out at the pool. So, whatever your situation is, if you're feeling this fear, face that fear and figure out where's it coming from, and do you need to keep staying in it? Can you get out of it? Can it make you a better person? Really evaluate why or what you're doing. That's what I need to do, at least. That's something that's always helped me. And then surrendering to the wonder and awe. So you can always find wonder and awe with everything. And I know with this trip I really did. I was blown away by all the different cultures and the languages and just everybody's different lifestyle. I mean, some of these folks that were working on the ship were the nicest people I've met. Well, I know a lot of nice people, but they were just such hardworking, good individuals. And they had been on that ship, or most of them would stay for 8 months on the ship to work. They would maybe get 5 to 6 hours off during a 24-hour period, and do that for 8 months. I was tired of the ship after 7 days and ready to get off. So it just shows you the amount of awesome people there are out in this world, right? So here's the message for the wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So yes, it allows you to really appreciate what this life and world is about. And then for fear, it's let go of those fearful stories that you were telling yourself. So for me, I was kind of afraid to take this trip, even though I've traveled a lot with work. It's a different bit when you're going on vacation trying to explore some beautiful cities. Like there was a lot of moments that I was like, oh, this is so lonely, and I wasn't lonely per se, but when you are alone for all of that time, you really have to go within. So let go of the fearful stories that you were telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So yes, whatever you're trying to face, just do it with grace and get to that next step, and you will feel so much bigger and better as an individual when you can face them. So that's that. One of the things that I thought a lot about was peace, and complete opposite of fear, right? So peace really is, you breathe in deeply knowing that all is well in your life. So here's a little message for you. Breathe and breathe again, deeply and often. Everything is flowing as it's meant to be, smoothly and effortlessly. All is in perfect harmony. Your soul wants you to know true peace isn't static and boring. It's full of grace, enthusiasm, and vitality. Tranquility is the awareness that all is unfolding according to divine planning. Can you tell I have a nasally nose here? It's hard to read. Serenity isn't something that you have to attain, work at, or search for. It's already dwelling within you. And that kind of goes back to that quote of the effort. Like, I absolutely think putting in that effort, yes, but the struggle, maybe not so much. So yes, so know that it's already dwelling in you, all of your hopes and desires. To experience this within yourself, simplify your life, spend time in nature, and take time to listen to the messages of your soul. Peace transcends fear, so that's kind of neat that those correlate, and the illusion of separation, and connects you intimately to God. So I loved that message, and I thought it really correlated well to that fear aspect and being able to stay in wonder and awe. And then the angel message that I had kind of read over was from Archangel Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So just know that the best is yet to come. You are exactly where you need to be. I know I say that a lot on this channel, but it's just a good reminder. And then for my healing cards that I pulled, or my readings here, was all about the ripple effect. So knowing that we are all a part of something bigger. So just, if you think about the drop in the ocean, it doesn't feel like a lot, but when you think about all the other people that you're connecting with and making a difference, it does do more than you think. So I know for me, I sometimes feel so small in this world, like, what is my purpose? What am I bringing to the table? But no, all these little encounters that you do have do make a ripple effect to make this world a better place. So part of something bigger, details are taken care of. So again, just know that it's all unfolding as it should, and surrender to the flow of your destiny. welcome more trust, ease, and support every step of the way. So that again goes kind of back to the peace. And, oh, I just lost my screen here. I'm going to log back in quick. And then I will say goodbye. I'm actually almost done anyway. So here, let me just see if I can find the screen again. There we go. Yeah, so I think my last portion, I won't even read that one. No, let's wrap it up here. We are just at 10 minutes. So I'm sending you so much love, and I hope that you're having a really good week. It is the full moon today, May 23rd, but whenever you watch this is great. So hopefully this message resonates with you. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.